And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the sixth best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in. Then for the Cavaliers, Mozgov. He's checked in for Thompson. Jefferson comes in for James. And Jones subbed in for J.R. Smith. Here is Livingston. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here is Livingston. It's a three-point game. The drive by Iguodala.
And guys, Andre Iguodala entered this league as an athlete with raw skills. And bit by bit, though, he refined his game over the years, except in the one category, free throw shooting. In that one area, he was much better over the first 5 years of his career than he has been the last 5.
Stephen Curry's checked in for Golden State. And Iguodala drops them both. For Cleveland, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Screen by Jefferson. Jones with the screen on Thompson. Williams kicks to Jefferson. Over to the left wing. 4 on the clock. And Jones slams it in.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And we were talking about Iguodala's free throw shooting. It really is a miracle. He's become so efficient, Clark, in every other area of his game. But last year, in his 11th season, he shot the second worst percentage of his career.
Sometimes, Kevin, it's simply a matter of confidence. You miss a few and it gets into your head, and before you know it, the harder you're trying, the worse you get. Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Rush the pass to Curry. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Launches it. Cavaliers with the rebound. Jones has got his 4th rebound in this one. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. And his 3rd shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. Rush dishes to Green. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feed. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Mozgov a screen on Iguodala. Jefferson kicks to Williams. Good on the triple. Williams has got 6 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
The drive by Iguodala. And the whistle blow is going to be on Andre Iguodala. That's his first foul. Spates checked in for Golden State. A different look now for Cleveland. Irving against Thompson. James left side. Rush with the steal. Thompson from long range. Outside, Green. From deep. And he gets the bucket. 13 points in the game.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Smith against Curry. Right through the D for the layup. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
No kidding. I mean, neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time, guys.
So close.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
The drive by Green. 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And the Warriors get it back. It's Curry outside. Another miss. His 6th of the night after 6 shot attempts. Kicks to Smith. Takes a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And now a 4-point Cavalier lead.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Now, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
And for Thompson, his three-pointer was his calling card early on, but I love the way he's expanded his game every season. He's become a very good defender and broadened his offensive game as well.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Harrison Barnes comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Iguodala in for Brandon Rush.
You know, and speaking of Thompson expanding his game, he's also come out of his shell a little bit. Very quiet early on, but he has gotten more and more comfortable in the league and becoming more outspoken.
It's Curry with the drive. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
First personal foul, team's third.
And the Warriors with possession here, trailing by 4. Curry outside. He scores, and he's off the schneid with that basket. 1 for 7 on a tough night for him. Cleveland's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Here's LeBron. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tips. Oh! Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
The score now all even. 6 points for Steph Curry.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Now the Warriors moving it up. Thompson with the ball. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
How about the game for Iguodala? 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more. And Andre Iguodala, guys, one of the most unselfish players in the league. I mean, that unselfishness for me, too, is what was put to a test last season as the former All-Star was asked by his coach, Steve Kerr, to come off the bench for the Warriors. And you know what? He did it without complaint, putting the team first.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And for Iguodala, some have said he's unselfish, Clark, to a fault.
Yeah, and you know, a great athlete and ball handler, I think he could be much more aggressive looking to attack off the dribble. He's really unique, though, a player who puts his emphasis on the defensive end and does a really good job at that end of the floor.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
The shot by Curry. Drops one in from the wing. Curry's got 8 points. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck, how about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness. And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Here's Green, knocked away. There's the triple. The kick out to Irving. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, and, you know, they built the roster to how they played best midseason. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Draymond Green. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through. Clark, the best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Dishes it to Ezeli. .125 left in the first half. Thompson with the bucket.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
LeBron passes to Love. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Warriors have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Warriors. Klay Thompson.
All right, now, take a break.
At the line for 2.
2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
And remember Klay Thompson's father, Michael Thompson, a former #1 pick out of Minnesota. Growing up, he was the smallest of his brothers and thereby took his lumps when they played hoops. But he said that challenge helped him to develop into the player he is today.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And Klay Thompson, born into an athletic family. His father, the former #1 overall pick in the NBA draft. And Clark, his mom, was a Division I volleyball player.
And, you know, Thompson, despite those genes, was not a highly recruited player out of high school. Grew up in UCLA's backyard, but ended up playing college ball at Washington State.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barbosa's checked in.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feet. Barbosa's got 5 points now in the quarter.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing us. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Spates kicks to Ezeli. 3 on the clock. Livingston. And the rejection by Love. And they're able to recover.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Now here's James. 22 points for him. And Love throws it down.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Here's Azili. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a...
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Warriors lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
What a game for LeBron. 22 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Just in attack mode, he was able to get in the lane at will in that first half.
Yeah, it really was aggressive attacking basketball at its finest. I mean, really a lot of fun to watch.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. Amon Shumpert is out there with LeBron James, and it's Love in at the center, filling out the middle. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Passes it to Iguodala. Green with a screen for Iguodala. Knocked loose. Oh, and here comes Smith all alone. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Warriors leading. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. And it's Smith missing.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
Dives for it. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Thompson from long range. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Well, the term dream season can be applied to Steve Kerr's first year. Comes in and sets a franchise record in wins and also wins a title for the Warriors in his first year. Still unreal.
Out to Thompson from the arc.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Another miss by Irving.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half.
Iguodala wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Iguodala's got 13. And for Kerr, so much was made of how much pressure he had to face to get the Warriors to improve. Inheriting that team from Mark Jackson. Greg, that was a good point. He passed that test, though, Clark, I think, with flying colors.
Well, first time that a rookie head coach has won a title since the NBA's inception. I think that says it all right there.
Curry dishes to Barnes. Shumpert with some nice D.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Puts one up from 19. Kept alive. The kick out to Irving. Again, Irving missing.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Corner shot. Love grabs the board. Love's got his third rebound tonight. Smith with it. Picked up by Thompson. The drive by Smith. Irving for 3.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Shot's good. Thompson's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Here's LeBron. uses the glass to finish the layup. James has got 24.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. The Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them one off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13+ points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
Spates checked in for Golden State. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. Cleveland also making some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. Farajao comes in for LeBron. And Jones subbed in for J.R. Smith. On its way from Curry for 2. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
And it's the Warriors on the break. And the slam dunk by Spates.
How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And it's Jones, that time on the assist by Verajao. Jones has got 6.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Shumpert against Curry. Just 5 on the clock. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Warriors have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Barbosa for 3. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 5th rebound in this one. Shumpert passes to Mozgov. Golden State moving the ball around. Shumpert with the steal. Moving it up. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for Cleveland?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And there's the pass to Barbosa. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Barbosa's got 8 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And Shumpert kicks to Verajao. Outside Irving. Corner shot. Drained for 2 points. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter. Curry against Shumpert. And it's Golden State with another.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back. And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA, none brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Shoots off the step back. The shot misses. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Irving dishes to Varejao. Jones, no one around him. Warriors with the rebound. Barnes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor, Clark. He cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. A nice bounce-back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Andrew Bogut checked in for Draymond Green. Rush comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Screen by Bogut. Here's Spates. Tries again. And it's laid in by Bogut. Bogut's got 8 points.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match. And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year, and that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of your game.
The Warriors lead it. Barbosa with it. Now Smith defending. Pass to Livingston. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Livingston's got 7 points.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Low block shot on the way. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from LeBron. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Spates kicks to Livingston. 6 to shoot. At the top of the key, Spates missing again. The Cavaliers shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. The drive by James. Cleveland moving it around. On the wing, James. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
1:39 left in the third. The kick out to Spates. That's good. Spates has got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Dellavedova kicks to Smith. The kick out to LeBron. 4 on the shot clock. Rush with the steal. Ball going up court. .56 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Spates. Uncovered. Again, Golden State.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. LeBron outside. He dishes it to Thompson. The shot is off. Nice D from Bogut.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Spates makes it off the glass. And now a 6-point Warrior lead.
They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
Here's LeBron.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Barbosa for 3. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both
Let's take them back.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Warriors leading by 4. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green of the forward set. And it's Bogut and at the 5 down low. That's the Warriors 5. Well, Cleveland shooting reasonably well, 45%. The dish to Varejao. Smith outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Smith's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Cavs. Outside Curry. Here's the 3. Again, Curry missing.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Wow, the fans are really getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game.
Up to this point, Greg, it's been almost impossible to separate these teams. I think this one's going to be close all the way.
And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot. Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Azili's checked in for Bogut. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
You know, the Warriors took some flack when they passed on the chance to trade for Kevin Love. But I really think that the rise of Draymond Green as their stretch 4-man made the decision even better and also kept their cap situation far more flexible.
And both free throws good for Green. And Draymond Green won't give you the superstar numbers of a Kevin Love, but he's got a deceptive impact, Clark, at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I call him a value-utility guy because he does a little bit of everything that brings value to your quest to win. His shooting has steadily gotten better, and while he's not an all-star yet, the sum of his total contributions on the floor, impressive.
The drive by Thompson, and Thompson sends it back. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. The Cavaliers trail by 3. James outside. Down low. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Livingston. Finishes the break with a slam.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Iguodala outside. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
you've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Warriors leading by 6. Pass to Livingston. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Thompson. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
And Thompson kicks to Green. Puts up the baby hook. Nice D from Verajao.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And Thompson kicks to Green. LeBron grabs the miss. James has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Smith the pass to Thompson. Iguodala against James. Warriors with the rebound. Iguodala's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Livingston dishes to Iguodala. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Timeout called. Cleveland. He's signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors. Help their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He warned his team to get back in transition defense, saying they're giving up way too many fast break buckets, and he wants an end to it. He said, hey, let's slow the tempo and make them take some tough shots. A sound defensive strategy, Kevin.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
He kicks to Barnes. Boom, he shoots it straight down.
Well, it's gone back and forth for a while here, but they're really starting to push out. They're looking good right now.
Irving double team. Love with a wide open look. From outside, off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
But they get it back. And now, in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. And now Love pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And Shumpert kicks to Jones. Irving from long range. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Thompson from long range. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 2008, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston. Barnes kicks to Curry. Bogut sets a screen for Curry. 5 to shoot. Shoots from the corner. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Jones has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year, for the chance to get Love.
Jefferson passing to Shumpert. Back to Jefferson. Outside Shumpert. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for him.
The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in. Then for the Cavaliers, LeBron comes in for Richard Jefferson. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for James Jones. Shumpert with the steal. Out on his own on the break. Here's Smith. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done. Good call.
Iguodala dishes to Curry. And no good. Trying to use the glass. And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point.
Beautiful. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes. No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
And the rejection by Iguodala.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He'd been turnover-free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement. And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And Curry, certainly, Clark, a magician with the ball in his hands. He can really supply the terrific handle, razzle-dazzle moves, crossovers. He has it all.
He sure does, but on occasion he can be a little loose with it and turn it over some. That's been a focus both by him and the coaching staff. Attack, but do it with precision.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. Irving kicks to James. Pulls up on the wing. Drained for 2 points. James has got 34.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Amon Shumpert. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Now Cleveland moving it up. Irving leading the charge. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. There's 1:54 left to play here in the fourth. To the right side. And stolen by Love.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
Irving attacking. And he drops it in from the low post. And now it's just a 4-point Warrior lead.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Right wing. Barnes passes to Green. And just miss after miss right now.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his makes in the last quarter.
Love dishes to Smith. Shoots from the right block. The shot is off. This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. Irving, good look. Nails it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Irving's got him falling right now, that's for sure.
Here's Curry. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Irving against Thompson. The drive by James. Count it!
Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
There's 14 seconds left in the game. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making it.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're behind by 3. 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to... look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
Timeout called Cleveland. They're losing by 3. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And you know what? You got a couple options here. You can take the 3 to tie it or get the quick 2 and then a foul.
And, you know, if it opens up for them inside, the quick 2 would be the way I would lean, Greg. But the foul has to come immediately after that.
They have a chance to tie it up.
A 3 ball will do just that.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Irving kicks to Smith. Count it!
And that's really using the double team against the defense there and creating that pinpoint passing to attack.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Shooting for Golden State.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Outside Irving. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the W.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching, and we'll see you next time.